right now, welcome back to the Quiet Hug podcast with the one and only owner of the Made in Compton store, the iconic Made in Compton store, as well as the author of the Gaming Safe and the Fitting Room. Bone, how are you today?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good, good. Sometimes it's nice to be reminded of your accomplishments. It makes you feel all cozy, just like wearing a beanie or the maid in Compton store robe. First luxury robe. Yes, indeed.
Man, I love wearing my robe when it get cold and pulling out my made in Compton mug and
I
put some
know.
hot cocoa with some marshmallows in it.
Absolutely, me too. I'm telling you, absolutely. Well, definitely thank you all for joining us. Know that this is a description uh, that's online, but it's also another facet of AI technology that helps speed up your day so you can get nice and cozy and get some rest and relaxation. So thank you all for joining us, and at a later time, please know that we appreciate you whenever you read. Whenever you read, whenever you watch this podcast, absolutely. So right now I'm gonna ask Bone, or I'm going to have Bone to share his perspective based on these ideals of Spirit Day, okay? Because at this time of the year, many schools are having Spirit Day. So check this out. Bone, here's the conversation angle, the first one. Spirit Day isn't just about school colors, it's about giving people permission to feel good again. Kids light up, teachers loosen up, campuses feel lighter. Adults deserve that same Spirit Day feeling too. So, Spirit Day reminds us what it feels like to have fun again. And adults need that reminder just as much as kids. What do you think?
Absolutely. I call it decompression. It's like you
Mm.
have so much pressure on you. You got to decompress sometimes so you can relax.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then what about the weather changes? Like it states that the one day is cold, next day is warm, which is facts. People feel tired, moody, off rhythm. Nothing is wrong with you. Your body is adjusting. And it further states that half the country walking around thinking something's wrong with them when really it's just weather whiplash. What's your perspective?
Oh, absolutely. Like when it's cold outside, I don't even want to get out the bed. I want to just flick channels and watch TV all day if I could, but I know, you got bills to pay and things must go on. So, can't have a store 13 years if I'm just laying in the bed flicking channels.
Hmm. Absolutely. And with that in mind, you have a wonderful platform for a lot of people. Absolutely. And I want to share that this is an extraordinary day today. A lot of nonprofits are, handing out their flyers today and sharing a plethora of information for upcoming events. And before we go on to, I want to have you share about the package, pop up package that you have to offer. I'm going to share the show just in case some other people need a reminder about the show being on today. I'm going to play a commercial, okay, so I can share the platform.
Okay.
All right. Imagine children from all around the world who get to go to places of shout and joy, all with gifting the Teddy G through the Made in Common Store's Teddy G campaign, so that until they get a chance to go to a place that calls for shouts of joy, they can get quiet hugs from Teddy G, the mascot for the Made in Compton store. Remember, when it's Spirit Day, it's more than just wearing colors. It's about showing pride. It's about belonging. It's about representing who you are and where you stand. At the Made in Compton store, we offer Spirit Day clothing and custom apparel for schools, youth, sports teams, athletic leagues, clubs and organizations, colleges, businesses, from t-shirts, hoodies, joggers, hats, and beanies to custom designs. vocoders, and branded accessories, we help groups show up unified, confident, and fly. Whether your colors are bold, classic, or unique, we can match your vision. And while you're shopping Spirit Day gear, you'll also find Teddy G mascots, everyday comfort wear, headwear, drinkware, and accessories. Compton in a box subscriptions because at the Made in Compton store, we don't just sell clothes, we help build identity, pride, and community. Pull up in person or shop online at micpt.com. Spirit Day starts here. Made in Compton store. Hmm. Absolutely. With that in mind, Bone, there are packages that you have to offer, one time packages, for people to feel that quiet hug and just so comfortable. At the same time, so many different events are taking place. I'm going to share some flyers right now from the community. But can you first share about the package for pop up shops?
Yeah, we offer a package that got 360 shirts, and we sell them for 4,000, but you can make $12,000 back. And it's available with a rack, 100 hangers, a box of bags, and a poster to show people what you got.
Absolutely, absolutely. And with that in mind, just say, for instance, you have a team of people that can attend as vendors at different places. Absolutely, let us know, and we will supply you. Absolutely, with the information Bone just shared. Here we are with the first one. We have City of Compton Office of Mayor and Council presents Black History Month celebrating Save the Date, Saturday, February 21st. 2026 from 12 to 4 p.m. And this is at Dollar High Center, 301 North Tamarind Avenue, Compton, California. And that zip code is 90220. And if you don't know, Bone has some t shirts in the store that have an interstate and it has 90220 on it. You will love it. Absolutely. So going forward here to our next one, we have Namaste. It's a free yoga class at Compton College, and it begins Thursday, February 5th, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. in the main quad area, again at Compton College. And you can use that QR code to sign up for free. So, as it states, come unwind with us, join the yoga club for our first end of semester yoga session. And then we have another one that's about the Black Print History Parade celebrating on Wednesday, February 25th from 4 to 6 p.m. in front of the gymnasium. And it's open to the public and stating all Black attire is required and also has a QR code there. So that way you can sign up to participate in the Black Print History Parade. And they're looking for vendors as well at the one and only Compton College. And then we have a very neat one as well. This is one of the pictures inside the Made in Compton store. The young lady has a book, Dr. Briscoe, Dr. Coretta L. Briscoe, has called Village Produce, and it's in the faith-based clothing area located inside the Made in Compton store. And I just want to read what she wrote on Facebook there from Dr. Coretta L. Briscoe. Village Produce is a moving testament to how life struggles can cultivate strength, resilience, and purpose. Through hardship, lessons are harvested, each one shaping character and deepening faith. At its core, this book reminds us that adversity is not meant to break us, but to grow us. Rooted in wisdom and hope, it affirms a timeless truth. A cheerful heart is good medicine and joy when nurtured. has the power to heal, restore, and carry us forward. I'm telling you, you gotta read her book. We have more books. She has sent uh, the hardback books to the store. If you're a person that likes to read from hardback books, she has more hardback books available in the Made in Compton store. I'm telling you, she is really from Compton. She grew up in Mayo. I'm telling you, the book is unreal. You looking at the book, and I'm telling you, the book is amazing. And it's just a little line right there, then yellow right there underneath her name, right there. And it's like, come on, what she put in there about it not being the average story from Compton. I'm telling you, it looks so pristine that this lady been through so many things. Amen. And so when for her to write this, what she wrote right there, you guys, I'm telling you, you almost want to cry. I'm telling you, please check out her book. Not even check out her book. It's one of those books. That's why we purchase, how people purchase books, because you purchase the book and then it's yours so you could pass it on. That's the difference between going to a library that you can check out the book and you have to bring it back. You have to take it back. But when you purchase a book and support an author, then it's something way different. You get to actually share that information, just like they say, teach one, help one, teach one, so much more. Oh, I just got excited. Look, comments right here. Adamu sounds like a pop-up shop at Compton College. You gotta love Adamu. Shout out to Adamu. I had to give him a round of applause. I tell you, we do a podcast. Yes, we do. Absolutely. And your YouTube page is on the channel. You got to check out Adamu on YouTube as well. I tell you, he's so supportive. We do podcasts 7 days a week, and he is so supportive. Absolutely. So going forward, Bone, I have more for you. Is there something you wanted to share? Something else you want?
No, I'm ready to get involved.
Okay. All right, here we go. So this is the next one. It says fun doesn't have to be loud. The conversation angle is this. Fun doesn't always mean parties or, crowds. Fun can be comfort, softness, warmth, and ease. For example, a hoodie that feels like a hug, a robe after a long day, a t-shirt that feels good on your skin. Now, fun can be quiet. Fun can be comfortable. What's your perspective?
I like quiet fun because, as I got older, I quit liking being around crowds and, being at the parties and the festivities and, out on the Crenshaw with the lowriders. I kind of slowed down and threw it in the low gear. So I like the quiet fun, like
All
the
right.
simple things, just being
No.
at the house watching a good movie, eating a good
And
meal.
I love it. And from what I understand, come to understand, you've been grown for so long. That's why it seems like it's different for you, because it seems like you've been grown since you was 3 or 4, 5 years old. Amen. Lord
I
Jesus.
wouldn't say that young, but yeah, from a young age,
Close
I
to
jumped
it,
off the
huh?
porch early.
Yes, indeed. All right. So now, made in Compton as grown folks spirit wear. Here's the conversation angle. MICPT clothing equals everyday spirit wear for adults. You're representing pride, culture, and comfort. Now, kids got spirit day shirts, and adults have spirit day shirts, as well as made in Compton shirts, and so many more designs that you have the made in Compton store. What's your perspective?
Yeah, well, like they say, it's the day to decompress. And what's a better way to decompress than a nice made in Compton hoodie or made in Compton beanie? Something to keep you warm and cozy and cuddly.
Nice, nice. Absolutely. And what about the luxurious robe? Okay. It's definitely, it looks like an emotional reset button. Now, I think we need to come up with something about this emotional reset button, because, we talk about a lot of different things. And now this new thing with this AI button that's supposed to put on people, they could put it on their t-shirt or the lapel. and it's just gonna walk around with them and get to know, I guess, their family, their friends, and what they do and how they feel and what they really sound like. There's something new they said is gonna roll out in 2027. Now imagine right now, what we have is a made in Compton role that is an emotional button. It's a reset after a long day. It signals work is over. You're safe. You can breathe now. When that roll goes on, your nervous system knows we home. What's your perspective?
Well, I'm looking at my robe right now in the closet, and I wanted to put it on because it was a little nippy in here. But then I said, no, if I put it on, it's like a treat. So I kind of like delay gratification. I don't want to wear it too much, but I wear it just enough.
Nice, nice. All right. What about this? You don't need a special occasion to feel good. And here's the conversation angle. People wait for Fridays, holidays, vacations. MICPT says create your own small joy daily. Stop waiting on life to give you a reason. Put the reason on. What's your perspective?
Yeah, that's back to that robe. When I'm feeling like I need to lift my spirits, I throw that robe on and I watch me a good movie. And then I
Not
might put me, like I say, some hot cocoa in that Made in Compton mug with some marshmallows floating at the top. And
as
that's just like a night for the history books.
I love it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I tell you, the hoodies and joggers are very comfy too. And with all those different designs, I'm telling you, it's just really fun. Even like what it's coming soon, the Black History Month, and that's why, a lot of people are circulating flyers today, the Made in Compton Store as well. And we have conversations and people are gonna bring more flyers and so forth. But just knowing that you have zippers and you have pullovers and they really feel so soft as well. And I know it's some gentlemen that wear the 4XL hoodies, and I mean they mean it. They don't want a crew neck. They want a hoodie. They want to feel that comfort, just like like they said, just like the small people. I want to feel that too, right? And I'm like, wow, how neat is that? So just to hear that from older gentleman, that's pretty neat. And even coupled with, it's still daunting. I wish that lady come back. You know what I mean? If she didn't pay with cash, I'm like, oh man, I just missed getting her email. But that lady, when she said that she was in foster care, like predominantly all her childhood, and she don't remember ever receiving a teddy bear, man, even Teddy G's, feel good and give you that comfort too. Just looking at them. Like I'm looking at Teddy G right there by the flowers. And it's like, oh my goodness. It's just really comforting. It's sometimes, you can just cast your eyes over at something cuddly, something is meaningful and impactful in the world. Absolutely. So going forward, there's just a couple more here, Bone, and three more to be exact after we do this one. Okay. So from school spirit to life spirit. Here's a conversation angle. Spirit Day energy can extend past school walls. Families can come home and keep the vibe going. Now, the example here is like kids in spirit shirts, parents in MICPTTs, the evening robe wind down that you talk about. What's your perspective about this?
Man, like they say, you got something for the kids and then you got something for the adults. The
Mm,
adults is like let's get into something a little more comfortable, a little more cozy. Let's get into all cotton sweatsuit. Let's get into all cotton beanie. You know what I
mm,
mean? Let's throw on a scarf or something, you know what I mean, and really get comfortable. Or let's go ahead and break it down and get in that road.
absolutely, absolutely. And Adamo says, sounds like the fitting room. Put on some Compton gear and feel like a different person. You can't tell me Adamo ain't off the chain. Wow, sensei. Yeah, absolutely appreciate you, Donald. He's off the chain. Okay, Bone, we have three more. Okay, three more conversations, and I'm gonna go to a commercial right here. Okay.
Okay.
Got me in my feelings. Got me in my feelings. Got me in my feelings. All right now. Okay, now we have a couple more. Let's see what are your perspectives about these. All right, so micro joy matters more than big events. The conversation angle is this: a soft shirt, a warm robe, a comfortable hoodie, small things, big impact. Little comforts change big moods. What's your perspective?
Oh, absolutely. I was just thinking about how a good hoodie feel on a cold day, a nice chilly day. When you got a
Mhm.
nice thick quality hoodie on, it's
Mm,
just like a barrier against the weather. And it makes you feel like you're almost at home in your bed.
nice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Imagine this. There's a grandfather that or grandpa that came to the school. I mean, came to the store today, and he was sharing that he's gonna have to go sit with his grandson in another state just so the child can get acclimated to a new school, right? So that and his grandpa, the grandpa that's a subscriber, he's very tall and he's an older guy, and but he is amazing. And just to note that there's this little child somewhere out there in the world that's going to get the presence of their grandfather to go sit with them in class. And usually they say they take the hugs out of the schools and everything. But how neat is that? Just to note that sometimes knowing a child knowing that they have a Teddy G in their backpack, because most of the time they can't take it out, but just knowing that they have a Teddy G in their backpack is also a calming factor. How neat is that?
Oh, absolutely. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So pretty cool. So and yeah, especially I know because we you delivered the Teddy G to foster care agencies, but just knowing, and we talk a lot about how the children unfortunately may not, get a chance to go back to the house of placement they were at before they went to school that day and were just picked up from the counselor's office or what have you at school and taken on to another placement. That's something daunting. But then there's this other thing, yeah, about, being a local student, and it could be right here in the city, Compton. And then the children just need, just a calming effect, just knowing that it's there, because it's not like they can't touch their backpack unless they're up in age. Maybe I think they have to have their backpack somewhere else. But just knowing that the tykes or the young children, they have the opportunity to know where their backpack is, and even if they touch it just out of comfort, just for a bit, they can come back. It's like a reset button for them. Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Moving on, we have two more. MICPT as wearable encouragement. Here's a conversation angle. When you put it on, you're reminding yourself who you are. You're part of something bigger than a bad day. Some people wear motivation quotes. Some people wear Made in Compton. What's your perspective?
Oh man, that's it right there. If I'm having a bad day, best thing I could do is go get a haircut and put on some nice new clothes. And then
Mm,
it's just like a whole mood changer. It's almost like getting a makeover.
nice, nice. Absolutely. Nice. Okay. And here's the last one for today, the conversation angle here. It says gentle call to action. If tomorrow is spirit day at schools, let it be spirit day at home too. So throw on your Made in Compton tee, slide into that robe tonight, and give yourself permission to enjoy being alive. What's your perspective?
Don't forget the flip flops.
And there we have why Adamu shared the fitting room book. And because it's serious and it's fun. Absolutely. It's definitely like the Twilight Zone. And sometimes it completes an ending with a surprise element, something that makes you chuckle, makes you smile as well. Absolutely. Because, yeah, definitely, there's a lot of angles that people speak from, and then people, have different perspectives as well about different things, just like we just exemplified today. And but it's just something to know that you are supported in a conversation that is from afar, from people when people watch this video. Absolutely, at a later time, but just knowing that, yeah, is really neat to have Spirit Day at schools, and it's something memorable. And I know, shout out to Compton High alumni, they have it second to none to put it together. You see lots of pictures, you feel the ambiance of what it must have been like, when they were, younger, and just the enthusiasm and so forth. It's just amazing that I just haven't seen it. Of course, I didn't graduate from Compton High School, but I'm just intrigued by it all. And just a shout out to Chili Mac the Boss. He came on to one of your podcasts and he was talking about the homecoming, and that's like Spirit Day for his school, and specifically Compton High School, as Chili Mac was saying, Compton High School. Absolutely. That, yeah, I think it's really neat. Tomorrow's Compton High School. This will date this video, but that's all right. Absolutely. Just to know that, yeah, how neat is this in 2026 in a $250 million school? They're going to have their first Spirit Day at Compton High School.
Man, beautiful. Oh, and Chili Mac says send him that bomber jacket that came around here. So he
Okay.
said he want to add another bomber jacket to his collection.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Nice. Absolutely will. Amen. That part. Because, yeah, it does feel good. It's that type of season too, where you want to have, a variety of bomber jackets. Sometimes it's just like, okay, one good jacket, like people say, one good sweater, one good scarf, and all these different things. But that variety to change it up, especially with all these different shoes out there. Absolutely. But definitely to relax in, got flip flops, made it count the socks. This is a business, and we're doing podcasts, absolutely, to promote the business as well as letting you know that we are people too. We don't just walk around there like robots, and like some people think because we're open every day. But yeah, in a real way, we'll be open early tomorrow on Spirit Day for Compton High School. And if there's another school that has Spirit Day, if you want to share with us, especially, we have more attire for Dominguez High School and Centennial High School. But yeah, absolutely, we're open every day. Absolutely, and we're a phone call away. Bone, is there something else that you want to share before we conclude today's The Quiet Hug podcast?
Yeah, and the offset already competitively priced items. We have Compton in a box where you can receive up to 50% off every purchase.
Nice. Let me run one of those commercials for you. Absolutely.
don't wanna grow up, I'm a Compton box kid. For the alumni of the city, yeah, you know what it is. And the ones around the world who feel Compton inside. Every box bring the love, every drop bring the pride. If you repped it in your youth, or you repping it now. Iconic city of Compton, take a bow. From the hub city halls to the worldwide lanes. People love CPT from the stars to the plains. Moved away, but the heart never left your block. That's why every single drop feel like time on the clock. Old memories, new drip, we connect the past. Compton in a box, bringing love that lasts. I don't wanna grow up, I'm a Compton box kid. For the alumni and the fans who adore where we live. From the bikes to the trains to the UPS planes. Compton in a box, keep the legacy sustained. From Compton grads to the folks overseas, you cherish every moment for the CPT. Childhood feels, block party thrills. Now they show up in a box, yeah, nostalgia chills. Worldwide love for the city so bold. Every hoodie and a roll, bring that story retold. Compton pride on demand, ship fast, never lost. And why getting that box always worth the cost. So whether you're alumni or a fan from afar, Compton in a box from the city to where you are. Never too old for the joy, never too grown for the vibe. Compton in a box, keep the legacy alive.
All right now, Bone.
Man, that was nice.
Nice. Now, I want to share another picture, that picture of MICPT Stadium. And if you could share a backstory about the alumni and uh, satisfying, so many 13 years of Compton High alumni. Well, outside of the school being closed for renovation, but the experience of prepping and having a tire for Compton High School.
Well, right before they closed the school, that was on record one of the biggest sales we had at the main Compton store. It was
Mm,
just crazy bananas. My sister had to come down and help me because it was just people overrunning the store, people waiting in the parking lot, people rushing, wanting their stuff faster than I can get it. It was just an amazing day. I mean, but it was a beautiful day. It was hectic, but we did what we did. We came and we made a lot of money that day. So it was like one of them things where everybody was kind of sad because it was going to be the last year before they tore it down, but it was like something to really celebrate. Like, it was like the last of this era. This is the last time we're gonna celebrate at the school when it was a school and this way it was when we was there. So it was a big thing. And Compton, the alumni, they came. They came, they supported. It was a great day.
nice. Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that as well. I want to share this picture really quick from a window here and talk about this real quick. Look. So let me get the podcast here, right there. All right. So just look at that. I
Oh
am
man.
just amazed about what Chat GPT can do, as well. But just so we can, I want to talk about this. I'm not sure if I can make that larger, but yes, just knowing. Let me see. I'm not sure if you can see that at the bottom, but imagine MICPT Stadium, Teddy G. You know, just to think of, imagine the children, like I was saying at the top of the show, if they're if they get a chance often to go to places where they get to shout for joy, but they have classmates maybe, that they go back to school and share about what their weekend or their summer was like, and they never get a chance to share something similar to what they've experienced. But they use part of their, say, their, what is it that they get for money, their allowance, and they purchase a Teddy G for their friend, so they, that way they can have one too. Or it's just the spirit of, just giving, that children seem like they need to experience as well, because it's part of character based emotional support, or another manner or in which you can actually cope with life. And here is something that's many children experience. They see other children having so much fun, and it's like the one thing that they have, like, that's an inanimate object. Although we use a lot of personification with Teddy G, make him seem like he's so real. But just think, a child that doesn't get a chance to go to these phenomenal stadiums to go see these for real, NFL, NBA, basketball, and football games. They're not chosen for the classes, or the parents may not have the money at the time, and those years just keep going by. And like like the older lady said, and she was a grandma, she said, I don't remember ever getting a teddy bear. Wouldn't that be neat? And that we can start something for the quiet hug podcast, because I can just only imagine some children that's out there. They didn't really get, because a lot of children, I was one, didn't get a lot everything I wanted either. I wanted a piano. I still haven't got a piano. But just a matter of, look, a teddy bear, some kind of way, maybe it's something else we can do for the quiet hug. Because it goes a long way, a hug, literally.
Absolutely, totally agree.
Man. So I thought I'll show this to you. And I just created it not long ago, and then there's a video that posted right before the podcast, so you can check it out, and we could talk about it and see what we can do. Because I just know a lot of children would just love a Teddy J. Amen. Well, all right, Bone. I wanted to share that at the latter part and see if maybe I can write to the SoFi Stadium or something like that too, um, during business hours. I'm just kidding. I didn't do that in the morning. Absolutely. All right. Well, I'm gonna stop sharing that. Is there something else that you wanted to share prior to us concluding this podcast? Let's stop sharing.
Yes, stop by in the morning early for Spirit Day. We got the Compton High memorabilia going, from the
Mhm.
gibbets to the t-shirts to the hats to the beanies to the hoodies.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so very much, everybody. And definitely Adamu, if he's the person that's still there. Absolutely. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. Until next time, everybody, have a great, great time.
Peace.